Hi, everybody. Welcome to CastorsCorner.com. I'm your host, Khalil. Thank you guys for joining us again for another live toy of the day here on CastorsCorner.com. As always, you can head over to the website, CastorsCorner.com, for a full gallery of this figure and more, our past archive. You can follow us. We are at Castors Corner on all social media. And, of course, you can check out the Cornercast podcast tonight. Just finished recording the intro with our friend MCU Collector last week with our friend MJ from Total Toy Recon. So you can subscribe to that and hit that subscribe button while you're here before you forget. Hit that subscribe button and subscribe to the channel. So we had a pretty good weekend, and I know I promised a lot of Marvel Legends reveals this week. Unfortunately, all of our packages got delayed indefinitely. I do not know when this week they will be showing up. Hopefully some tomorrow, hopefully some on Wednesday. But as of right now, we are delayed in our Marvel Legends reveals. So we've got the Bad Guys Wave, we've got the Red Guardian, we've got She-Hulk. We have all of those coming. They're just all delayed. So what else do we have? I finally got around to opening up one of my new Jurassic Park figures. The new John Raymond Arnold action figure, Sam Jackson from the movie Jurassic Park. I did not see Jurassic Park in theaters. I don't know why, to be honest with you. I didn't see the first one in theaters. I remember, I was of the age when I went to the movies pretty regularly, but I don't know if I thought it was going to be too scary or what. But I didn't see it in theaters. I saw it for the first time at my friend's, I'll say that again. With someone I went to high school with, let's put it that way. I saw it at their house with headphones on to get the full surround sound because the OCD that Greg has for video and stuff is only rivaled by, we'll leave that story for another day. But Sam Jackson in the role there was kind of, I don't want to say a throwaway, but he was not the Sam Jackson we have come to know and love today. And he had a really good part in the film. Now, missing is his cigarette falling out of his mouth, but as this is a mass retail toy made by Mattel, sold in Target and Amazon and Walmart, probably, no cigarette hanging out of this mouth. But it's got his clear glasses. He even has a little bit of a bald spot at the top of his head. In his Jurassic Park logoed lab coat, and he is one of the lead designers with John Hammond running the original Jurassic Park. Mr. Arnold here comes with himself, of course. He also comes with alternate hands. So open hands to say, hold on a second. He comes with a headset, which actually looks really good on him. I think that it really pulls off pretty well. I think that is a really good look. It fits nicely. It's properly scaled. He's got a very stern look on his face, which I think is also really good. And as good as the figure is, we've got Nick Fury figures, we've got Mace Windu figures. The likeness for Sam Jackson has been great across the board with all the lines, but this one did a good job, really captured that look for him. I know this is going to sound really silly. I think the favorite thing in the box is the old PC tower and giant monitor with keyboard. Yes, believe it or not, everything on there is readable. You can see a close-up picture of it in our gallery on our website. Everything here is as if it was on the screen. I can't believe I'm going to say this, but this is the star of the package. I want to buy 3 more of these just so I can have a bunch of computers around a room. I know everything's flat screen now, but it's the tower, it's the keyboard, it's the monitor. It's just this perfect little package of accessory here with the headset and everything. You can make your own little customer care center, how we all complain about Target and Walmart and how we don't get the toys we want. It's just such a fun little accessory that I didn't think was going to be as cool as it is. but it's really cool. It's even got the ridges for the fans and stuff. It's got all the ports in the back. It actually has the correct, I don't know if you'll be able to see this in the camera. It has the correct ports for power, for USB, for the monitor. It's got the fan. I know I'm going on and on about this accessory. They poured a lot into this, which is amazing, considering how some of the figures and some of the things they've done with this line have been lazy. This is a feat of engineering here. He also comes with one of the most important accessories from the film. As Ellie is going to turn on the breakers, she's looking for John here. And what does she find but this severed arm? Yes, it is a bloody severed arm. And so it'll go perfect when eventually they release her figure as well. What I did realize was what I had not done yet is the first wave of, this is the Amber collection. So the first wave of the Jurassic Park Amber collection was Malcolm and a raptor. And I realized I never talked about them. I think that this is a pretty good figure. They re-released him with Arnold with better elbows and walkie-talkie accessory. And I'll be honest with you, I don't know if it's worth it to get 2.0 Malcolm. It's not bad. His hair kind of looks like a toupee. It's not the best figure in the world. He comes with his little cup of water. The original one does, to prove that, you know, life will find a way, and his flare so he can go running on the rain away from the T-Rex. So I think he comes with very cool accessories. And the likeness to Goldblum is pretty good, but it leaves a little to be desired when you compare it to what they're doing here. But I don't know if it's worth it if you have this. If you paid like $30 for this at GameStop, I don't know if it's worth it to pay another $20 for an updated version with better articulation and more accessories. I'd probably be a little bit bitter if I did, to be honest with you. So I'm probably just going to stick with this Malcolm, or I don't know. We'll see. The hairpiece really bothers me. His glasses kind of fold in under his hair, and it doesn't line up correctly where the hair sits versus where it needs to sit on the figure. So it kind of pops out and looks like he's wearing a toupee. And along with them, because you can't just have one raptor, right? And you'll see in the pictures, we got a few raptors that are eating John, or trying to, because, you know, 2 raptors at the end of the film. You got to definitely have the team of raptors to take down the humans at some point. And you got to have them in their accurate colors from the first film, not all the different colors. Now, I will say this. I did have a raptor. I don't know where he is. He lost his tail. So they made bendy tails for these raptors so you can pose them out. Problem is, there's nothing in the end of the tail at all. There's no bendy. The bendy stops about there. So from here down, it's just rubber. So if you're not careful, or you store it someplace that isn't temperature controlled, it gets kind of gummy, kind of just brittle. It just snaps. So this tail actually, which one did it snap? I don't know which. Oh, this one snapped. This one snapped right off. Thankfully, because of the rubber material, a little bit of super glue instantly bonded it, and it looks like you can't even tell that I broke it. But just be careful with them. I don't know if they're going to re-release these guys, to be honest with you. I'm sure that they should, considering all the characters they're releasing from the first film. So I'd assume that these guys might get a re-release, because we've got Echo and Delta and Beta and Echo, Delta, Charlie, and Blue. And then we've got the Tiger Stripe one that just came out in this wave. So I assume they're going to re-release these at some point, because, like, why wouldn't you? They look really realistic like they do on the screen. It's kind of cool, even though they're not really raptors, according to some paleontologists. But yeah, so these are fun. So I like these. So in the posts I made on the website, castorscorner.com, I said that I'm going to race with these. I'm going to race with the Amber collection and the Legacy collection. Now, the Legacy collection is the 3.75 figures. The Amber collection is the 6-inch figures. My thing is, I would like an all-encompassing, complete collection of Jurassic Park figures from the first film. I don't really care about the sequels. I don't care about Jurassic World. I want just Jurassic Park #1, the first film. I want the complete cast or most of it. The Legacy Collection is really ticking along. They've got almost everybody. We need the kids, and we know Tim is coming. So we know we only have one more kid to get, and we need Sam Jackson in that scale. Now that's where it's going to fall apart. They did a really good job with him in the 6-inch Amber Collection. I really hope that they bring him to the 3 3/4 scale, because what's going to happen is, I mean, I'll probably keep these because they're really cool and they're 6-inch scale. They'll go with everybody. But I'll probably get rid of these figures, to be honest with you. So whichever line completes the Jurassic Park 1 cast first stays in the collection. The other ones go up on eBay. So we'll see what happens. Thank you guys for checking this out. Make sure to come back later in the week when we take a look at Legends whenever they show up. We've got more and more stuff I've got to dig out. There's a new vintage collection up there that I want to take out of the package. Thank you, Ben, for that. But go to castorscorner.com for a full gallery of these guys, as well as this guy. And follow us. We are at Kastor's Corner on all social media. And check out the Cornercast podcast. Later tonight, we will have a new podcast with our friend MCU Collector 24. You can check that out later on Apple Podcasts, but you can listen to MJ from Total Toy Recon on last week's episode. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to hit that subscribe button right below there. The more of you that subscribe, the more cool things we get to do, and then we get to share them with you. And that's the best part of this journey, to be honest with you, is sharing our stories, talking about why we collect, how we collect, what we're collecting right now. And giving ourselves a place to share who we are, because so often those that collect baseball cards and work on cars look down at us who collect toys and think we're playing with kids' things. But you know what? If you play fantasy football, you're just playing D&D with real players. So there you go. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you tomorrow with an all-new toy of the day here on castorscorner.com. Have a good night, guys.